Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name is Lisa. I am She Vlogger, and I am going for the sleeve surgery, the total weight loss surgery. I haven't done it yet. I have already had my blood work done. I've already had the the GI tract testing done, and I'm going to my appointment in a couple of days to find out, I think, when we're going to do the surgery. So I'm super excited. I am so freaking nervous but excited, and I'm trying to make all the healthy changes that I need to make before this even starts, because once they tell you that you're going to have the surgery, then you have to do certain things, and I've heard that it's kind of hard. So I want to kind of better prepare my body for it ahead of time. And so a lot of my videos for the next week or two will be based off of me preparing and how I'm feeling about it and everything. This video in particular is about my tests, the pre-tests. So last Tuesday for one. Last Tuesday I was scheduled to go get my blood work. I showed up, and this is a FYI for anybody that experiences it, is there was a long list, and if I can find, you know what, I have the list. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of it and insert it right about here somewhere. I had a huge list of what they were testing for blood-wise, and so whenever I showed up to one of the just little blood work places, and all I did was call, what was the company? I think it's like Quest Diagnostics or something like that. When I called them and set up my appointment, it's just a little local place where you go do drug tests and stuff like that for jobs. Then they scheduled me and I went in. Well, one of the tests has to be done between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. So we went ahead and just scheduled it again for the next morning, because it was definitely after 9 a.m. I think it was like 10:30 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. They were really great about it. The crazy part is that the list was so huge of what they have to test for that the test cost $4,900. Or actually, no, I'm lying. I think it came out to $5,000, like even. Right about $5,000 and maybe some change. Chihuahua, my cat is driving me nuts. No, ma'am. Look, y'all want to see a fuzzy wuzzy? Look. Ah! Why are you not cooperating? Look. Say hi. Hi, Gemini. So this is my cat, Gemini. She's a stray. I tend to rescue animals. So anytime that y'all watch my videos or like and subscribe, or sign up for any of the shenanigans that I have going on, this is what it's for. I like to rescue animals and get them fixed, get them their shots, take care of them, find them better homes, you know, so that they can have their forever family. But this one, I think she's gonna stick around. I love her. She's great. She's real cuddly. She's a pain in the butt. But anyways, so back to my story. The cost. Go, Gemini. Shh, go. Hold that thought. Okay. She left. Okay, so life of having animals. So the cost of that was $5,000. Here's the thing. I've noticed that when you have insurance, any place that you go charges you like some crazy ass full price. My insurance luckily covered everything but $104. So $104 is all that I paid for that blood work, out of 5,000 something. I'm sure I can probably insert it here too. So that's kind of, it was like a sticker shock. I was like, holy crap, it's a lot. Like, what is my part? Because they told me 5,000 and I was like, okay, this ain't happening. Bye. You know, I'm very frugal. We don't have a lot of money, so I do not try to go spend a lot of money. And I know this is for my health, but like, I don't have $5,000 to spend on a blood test. I just really don't. So I was kind of like, oh my God. Thank gosh my insurance covered it. I had to pay $105, which is to me the smallest price on such a big value item. So I went ahead and did it. I got my test done and moved on. That same day on the Wednesday, which is when I had to reschedule it for. So basically I fasted Wednesday night. I went at like 8 a.m. and did the blood test. And then I went by 9:30 a.m. and did the GI tract test. The GI tract test is, I didn't know what to expect. Usually I do hardcore research before I do these kind of crazy things. Holy moly, that was some weird shit, guys. Weird. They had me, okay, so they had this big metal bed thing that stood straight up, so you can stand against it, and you stand on this little metal thing. So it's kind of shaped like this. So you're standing here, your body's going up, obviously, and then there's like a, almost like, I want to say like an ultrasound type of machine right here. So they had me stand there, and they were like, okay, drink this. And it was like a little shot about this big of some crazy Alka-Seltzer looking stuff. And so I chugged it, and ooh, and the purpose of it is to actually put a lot of air in your system. It completely blows up your stomach and like blows up your body so that they can see in the ultrasound machine what's going on. And then there was a really thick, it looked like, what is that? Oh my God. Milk of magnesia or Mylanta or some kind of, almost like a Pepto-Bismol type of texture type of drink, only the thickness was like thick. I mean, I can't even describe this thickness. I was trying to describe it to Tony, my spouse, and I can't even describe this crap. It was like wild. It was literally so thick that you would take a drink and you would have to shut your mouth and like work to swallow. Like you would dead ass have to work to swallow. And then you would have to like force it down. And the lady was like, okay, so a lot of people try to just take tiny little sips because, you know, it's terrible. But don't do that because then they can't see what they need to see. So be sure and try to take a decent drink of it. So here I am, overachiever, you know, and I take a big drink and it's like a lot in my mouth and I'm struggling so hard to swallow it. And I love everything. Like I could eat, there's only one item on my do not eat list. And that one item is menudo. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I don't want it. It's not on my list. And that's saying a lot. I will eat freaking anything. But this stuff made me like, it just gave me that kind of feeling. And I've never had that. I've had friends that were like, ooh, I can't. And I was just like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, stop. That's childish. Stop. Dude, this stuff was messing me up. It was so gross. And it didn't taste bad. It really didn't taste like anything. It was the texture. It was so, I can't even describe it. I still to this day, it reminds me of like, you know how you get those jars, the little cans of slime for your kids? Like the thicker one, not just the runny one that'll pour all over the place, but the thicker one. It seemed like it was that consistency. It was so gross. Like, oh. But anyways, on with my dramatic story. I stood up against the machine. He starts, you know, I guess the machine's doing its job and he's looking at the thing. So I look over and there's like this big TV and you can literally see from here all the way down to my stomach. And it looks like, I want to say it looked like a ultrasound, but just like a big shot of an ultrasound. So they don't have to move it around and act dramatic with it. And I was like, holy wow. So I took a drink and then I looked and it's crazy. You can literally see this little blob of freaking gack for those of you that are old school Nickelodeon. This freaking gack, I'm going to call it gack, literally moving down my throat and hitting my stomach. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Well, then he was like, so if you fasted this morning? I was like, yeah. And it's after a couple drinks. I was like, yeah, I did. He was like, well, if you would have ate, what would you have eaten? And I was like, well, I mean, I guess bacon and eggs. I don't know. And he was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. And I look over and, you know, I'm watching the whole time. And all of a sudden, the bottom of my stomach, you see this little poof. And I was like, what was that? He was like, well, when we mentioned food, and look, cat tail. When we mentioned food, it triggered for you to, for your digestive system to kick in. So it caused, there's this little spot that they talk about in your stomach, I guess when you get the bypass, that they have to hang on to so that you can still digest properly. So I actually, it triggers that, which sends all of that fluid down to make your stomach go poof and to make it kick in. So I was just so amazed by that. Holy crap, cat, move. Look, I love you, Gemini, but you got to go, shoot. Yeah, so anyways, long story short, it was a very interesting, intriguing experience. It made me really interested in it. It wasn't bad. I lived through it. I really thought they were fixing to go whoop and shove stuff in uncomfortable places. They did not do that, so we were good. But I just wanted to let y'all know what these tests are. And as far as billing goes, they did not ask me for a payment at all. So I'm kind of interested. I need to look on my insurance and see if it did get billed and how much it was if it was billed. If I do find out that information, I'll post it over here somewhere. And in the comments, be sure and let me know your experiences with this and what you were required to have or not have. I swear on earth, this cat is stretched out across my desk, driving me nuts right now. Let me know what y'all experienced and what, you know, you had to do, what you didn't have to do. And comment below. Let me know what's going on. Please be sure and like and subscribe to this channel. Like I said, I want to keep doing this, and I know that there's people out there having surgeries. And, you know, it's just so hard because you don't know what to expect, and it's always good to have someone that has went through it before you to kind of give you an idea. So that's my goal here. So if I can do it, you can do it. Remember that. And let's do this together. So I will talk to y'all later. Come back for another video. Bye.